a bit of an experiment. Obviously, we are trying to stream some of the things that we talk about on the HODL Twitter Spaces, but this is going to be a little bit different because one, we feel like it's a great opportunity for us to be able to share our screen with you all so that you can see exactly what we're talking about. And we also think this is a great opportunity to help find others that are interested in learning about NFTs and their long-term potential, but maybe are a little bit hesitant into going into that direction. And so this is day 001. I'm grateful to be here. Hopefully, in the near future, you won't be looking at a picture of our avatars, but you'll be seeing an actual augmented reality face on our bodies. I think that'll be very exciting. Kucho, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. Yeah, I'm excited that we're trying this out. And yeah, we're just trying to bring the HODL to a next level. And we think through YouTube, we're going to be able to broaden a little bit the audience that we're reaching through the channel. But
Absolutely.
do you want to share a little bit like what our intention is behind the HODL? I feel like many people might hear now for the first time about the HODL. So, what is the HODL for you? Let me ask you that.
Yeah, that's a good question. The huddle to me, well, it's a Discord channel, and it all kind of was created out of our authentic uh, goal of wanting to build almost like a club of individuals who are passionate about NFTs, not exclusively for those that have been collecting big blue chips, but more so inviting everyone who wants to participate to help work together as a single unit to maneuver through this deep dark forest where there are treasures to be found, but the best opportunity for us to find those treasures is not to go through the forest as individuals, but to work together, share our knowledge, and help each other win. And so that's what we started. What was it? A couple months ago, and it's been going really well. It's actually like one of my favorite Discord channels at this point because we've grown quite a strong community where we're actually becoming really close friends, not only digitally, but when we're going to in real life conferences, we're gonna meet up, and it's kind of crazy how beautiful it's become at this point, and I'm looking forward to expanding it and bringing more people in. I feel like we're a tight little family, and I want the family to grow. So that's the huddle, and so I encourage anyone who's interested in joining the huddle to please do click a link that we have available, and if you don't see a link, you're more than welcome to message me or Kucho, and we're more than happy to send you a direct invite. Kucho, anything you want to add to that?
No, man, I just think like you said, like it's one of your favorite discords. For me, it's the same, right? It's like I love the community we're building with it. And the NFT space just can become very overwhelming. And especially if you're just joining, it's really hard to filter through like a lot of noise and find the best information to stay updated about NFTs and to make connections and everything. So we through the huddle, our goal is to really make that easier for people. I mean, people that are just joining, but also people that are already deep into the NFT space. And like you said, building this community that wins together. If
Absolutely.
everyone does like a small part of research and so on, as a cohort, as a group, nobody can beat us.
So why don't you share your screen and show what the Discord looks like so that people can get an understanding of the different channels that we set up and the purpose behind each channel. And that way when people join our Discord, they're not starting from step number 1. That way they can actually figure out the best way that they can contribute. So we're looking for people who want to be a part of this, not just observers, but people that are dedicated to, spending a little bit of time doing a little bit of research, and then all of a sudden you're in with the fam real quick. So you want me to give a brief explanation, or do you want to go on? I like this sharing screen. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, why don't you get us started button?
Yeah. So basically, what I discussed with the HODL, what it represents, can be found in the about. It's basically saying that we believe that we are going to make it, we're going to win, and the best way for it to happen is if we work together. So teamwork is an essential part of it. If there's any issues, we actually haven't had any issues at all with our Discord. It's very simple, and yeah, we want you guys to join. And if you do have issues, please let us know. We also got an NFT calendar, which we update if we have any drops going on. right now in the bear market, we really don't have too much going on right now, but we try to keep everyone updated as that is an essential component of what we do at the huddle. We further down, we got the general. This is where we have daily discussions. It could be anything. It could be everything from sharing pictures of going to in real life events. It could be as simple as saying GM, which stands for Good Morning America. So I'm grateful that we have that fun place where we can just hang out. We also have Kiwi King in there who's saying that the link doesn't work. So it's a good note as we are doing a test run with this right now. So hopefully we'll get that figured out. Further down, I just want to go over the different channels that we have been discussing primarily on the Discord, because these different channels are basically what makes up the huddle. So if you can scroll down just a little bit, Cucho, to the different channels that we have, that would be helpful for me to show our friends what we have.
Yeah, I'm just, oh, now it seems like it's working. So I just
Very
reshared
cool.
the link again to get the fam in here.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
just scroll down. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
which one you want me to go to?
That's perfect. So I just wanted to show we don't have to go to every single channel, but we clearly have watch lists. Those are for like new upcoming projects that maybe we're aware of that we haven't dove too deep into that's worthy of us creating a channel for. And then below that, we have every single specific subject that we're looking at. So the other side land, which was from a very big project out of the most people have heard of the Bored Ape Yacht Club. They did a land drop where people were given land if you had some of the bored apes or mutant apes, but if you didn't, you ended up having to buy it, and it was a ton of people who went after that. So we had to create another side channel. We also have X Copy, one of the most famous artists in the space, probably right there second to Beeple. And then we got Josie Cyber Brokers. That's a project that pretty much everyone in the huddle who's been there from the early days has gotten an opportunity to get involved. And that's one that I'm very proud and grateful that it started off with just a 0.33 mint, which was approximately around $1,000. And today I'm happy to say that it's just shy of a 10x return. So that's one that every single person who participated in it is very grateful that they did. We also have Pack, who is a mysterious artist that's done a lot of new innovations within NFTs. So we keep updated with him. Anthony Tedisco, our favorite digital artist who's building the Ethiverse. Artifact, the company that was recently acquired by Nike, and they are bringing real world sneakers into the metaverse. Then we also got Micah Johnson, who's an incredible former professional baseball player, and now he is an artist focusing on creating art that gives opportunities to those children that aren't born with the best situation, giving them hope and allowing them, helping them fulfill their dreams, where whatever it is, including a dream of a kid in the that wants to go and be an astronaut, which is a big wild dream. Then we have the regulars. That one's an okay Discord channel. To me, it was a funny meme. NFT, and the people who got in on it, honestly, no matter what, they made good money. So it was, if you got in on the regulars because it was a topic that was being discussed, that was a 10x. So I'm very happy for anyone who did so. We got the music NFTs. Those vary because there's a lot of NFT projects that are currently looking to enter this space and provide ownership rights to NFT collectors. So that one changes and evolves often. Security, very important subject that we absolutely had to put on there. There's always some form of a new scam or a hack. And so we want to keep our group as updated as possible. BFF, that's an NFT project helping to get women more involved in the space. Fuck Render, he's a well-known contemporary artist that's now doing his own PFP project and building a metaverse. Fashion NFTs, that's for basically any NFT project that has some in real world clothing aspect tied to it. And so we kind of merge those all together in there. Rafik Andol, a very famous professor out of UCLA who's now known for some of the most thought-provoking art pieces utilizing AI, and he's done multiple auctions through some of the big auction houses, including Christie's. And then we got Gary Vee. I think many of you already know who Gary Vee is. Very successful entrepreneur, motivator, and in my opinion, perhaps a guru in the space. And he has created quite a few projects that people have gotten excited about. 3D design. If you're a creator, we encourage you to share your art and help others, as many of us are very excited about that, including our friend right there, Kiwi King. And then we got Steve Aoki, famous DJ. He's actually definitely pushing the space forward. And he's been giving me and Cucho a variety of clothing, including a My Little Pony long sleeve t shirt that we can't wait to arrive. Important dates, that's where the team can contribute to what they feel is most important for us to put on the overall calendar. And then to me, the most exciting channel right now is NFT NYC, coming up in less than a month. All of us are going to be flying in, not all of us, but many of us are flying in from all over the world, from Germany to Oklahoma to from Florida. We're all going to meet up in real life, and we're going to take advantage of every single opportunity that we can get, because Web3 is where we believe the future is at, and we want to be leaders in this space. Anything you want to add in addition to it? I feel like this is really good for people who maybe aren't familiar with what the HODL is like, and that will hopefully be joining the HODL Discord in the next few days.
No, I think that was great. Yeah, the only thing I would add is, so we're constantly updating the channels.
Yep.
So what we are mostly talking about is really the projects that we believe have long-term value, right? And that, that are be around still in 3 years, and we see a lot of potential. So like you pointed out, we have a channel for each of them to keep each other updated, like what's going on with this projects, what's this artist working on, and so on. But then we're also constantly updating that. So we might replace a channel of a project that has lost a little bit of traction, or we might, someone in the community might find like a high potential project, and then we add a channel to it, and give people a space to discuss it. So
Right.
that's what I would say. And then something else I would say is, with the HODL, like I said, most in our community, they have a very long-term perspective when they look at the NFT space. So meaning, like in terms of investments, they are more likely to make investments that that like for the long term, like I said, like long-term plays over like short-term flips, I would say.
Right.
So like buying an NFT and like selling it a few hours later. Most of the people in our community do more like these long-term investments. And also, given that a lot of people in our community have this long-term mindset, a lot of them are also building skills or like building projects and so on, to actually contribute to the NFT space as well. So that's why we have channels like 3D design. We have a few people in our community that are doing a lot of 3D design. So we also want them to give them a space to share their progress with each other and help each other out.
Exactly.
And
Yes.
also sometimes, sometimes it's most fun to just talk about like the project that's being hyped on any day, or that gets most visibility on like Twitter. But then if you look at the NFT space from a long-term perspective, there are other, I would say, like less fun topics, like security, for example, like taxes. But they are also really important if you want to win in the NFT space in the long run. And like we said, our goal is really to build a community of people that are going to win in the long run in the NFT space. And that's why we also want to, educate and give a space to share insights and knowledge with each other on these type of topics.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, I couldn't say it any better, Cucho. I'm very excited about getting more people involved in what we've created, and I'm very grateful for the direction that we've got it set up right now. And I think that I do believe that Web3 is designed for the long-term mindset. I mean, this is a lot of people are making money by flipping, but I do think that if you go in with a long-term mindset, that's where you'll find the biggest returns, especially if you're trying to keep a lot of what you make. And as the taxes are an important concept that needs to be discussed, that's an important thing that we have to discuss. It's not the most fun topic in the world, but it is something that is essential for us in order to know what the consequences of making extra transactions when perhaps they're not necessary. So Yeah, I think overall, I feel like that's a pretty good intro to what we got going on, and ideally, we'll get a couple people to join. And if they have any questions, any suggestions, Kucho and I are completely open to it, and we would love to hear everything and anything that you think could help us become better. Kucho, anything else you want to say before we bounce out of here?
No, I think that was great. So maybe just like, yeah, how to access the Discord server. um, I'm gonna share the Discord server, the link to it in the description below. But
Perfect.
also, both Bud and I, you can see our Twitter handles on the video right now. We have the Discord also linked on our profiles on Twitter, so that's another way for you to access it. And yeah, just jump into it, right? If you're curious, just jump into the Discord and see for yourself and see if the
We're all
community
very friendly.
resonates with you. Exactly. Yeah,
Absolutely. Well, thanks, Kucho, for setting this up. This has been fun. I think that we'll end up doing this quite often.
I agree, man. This has been fun. So thanks everyone for tuning in. And we are also, last call out, we're also doing a daily Twitter spaces at noon Eastern, every day, Monday to Friday. So we're gonna start in about 50 minutes. So yeah, also, if you want to join that, that's going to be fun as well. That's always a bit more informal chat on Twitter Spaces, where we are discussing like the news of the days and any developments we see in the NFT space and the impact that we think that has. So tune in for that as well.
Absolutely. Well, thank you all for joining, and we will talk to you soon. Have a great day, everyone.